It's my pleasure to take a few minutes to tell you the story of our 10-year history, which we're celebrating this year, and give you some ideas about what our organization is all about. Pam Nichols, who helped to broaden the vision of the community theater, brought these two visual arts organizations together, the Westcott Bay Institute and the Visual Arts Museum, and created the Island Museum of Art, the San Juan Islands Museum of Art and Sculpture Park.
Our mission is to create a nationally accredited art museum whereby we can bring to you and to all of the islands here regional, national, and international exhibitions that will excite, educate, and inspire all of us. Our vision is to stand among the theater, the labs, the library, and the schools as this area's premier educational resources.
Since Pam's passing, Charlie Bodenstab has served as the president of the Island Museum of Art. The IMA, Art as a Voice programs held at the community theater have been well attended and have been internationally and interculturally focused. In scope with Guy Zhang, the painter from Vancouver, Sean Peterson in painting, Dennis DeHart and Art Wolf in photography, James Hubble in organic architecture, sculpture, and ceramic works, and many other, just to name a few. The James and Ann Hubble weekend at the park, at the theater, and within workshop and roundtable formats became a wonderful early IMA fall highlight to build upon. The Michael Adams lecture, Ansel Adams' son, filled the theater up and down, and we turned dozens of people away. Later, we showed that event via video and filled the Gubelman Room.
One event that I thought was so special was the call for sculpture outside the box, the return that we got from all of the islands. It was a fabulous show of small sculpture. The artists themselves were more than pleased. We had two great jurors, one from Canada, one from the United States. Martin Seger from Canada said that it was one of the greatest experiences he had was to work with these pieces and to make the selection. So that's a moment of pride for IMA that I still feel great about.
This germinated about 4 months ago because we really wanted to draw a closer association between IMA and the museum. And it seemed like a good start was to take this world-class accumulation of fine art of Helen Logie that Leo has a corner on in the world and bring it here for everybody the opportunity to see it. This is sort of a transition from an island operation to the county, where we're blending in now one of the other elements of the art world. And it really puts another perspective to IMA, which is pretty exciting. And it means we end up with a cultural offering of both the performing arts and the visual arts that is way in excess of what you would find in a town or a city or whatever, many times our size. Art has not only been a leader and an innovator in his field, and has taken photography forward to whole new areas, and now is moving into the new aspect of creating environmental consciousness.
I am inspired by the group here on the island who have the foresight to theme a show like this and to have jurors who have open minds to such a really unusual collection of work. I'm honored.
The arts are often underfunded and underdeveloped in our school system, and that's why back in 2010, IMA formed a collaborative partnership with the San Juan Island School District to create and establish a sustainable K-12 visual arts education program of excellence. And through generous grants that we have received from the San Juan Island Community Foundation, the Washington State Arts Commission, as well as many donors, parents, and folks in the community who wanted to support this program, we have been able to reestablish visual arts education in the middle school and in the elementary schools, and we're working to create that sustainable program of excellence for our kids. In the summertime, IMA offers a program called Family Art Days. This is such a fun event. It's out at the Sculpture Park every Saturday during July and August, and we have local artists who come and do art activities with the kids and with the families, and they're able to create works of art that they can then take home. They create things like bubble prints and decorative tiles, clay creatures and creations, so they have the opportunity to create art and learn about art while they're also just having a wonderful time out at our beautiful Sculpture Park.
The best jury are the people who use the park, who see the work and spend time with the pieces. And there are almost 110 pieces, both in the woods, by the pond, out in the grass, and so on. We took much of all of April last year and 2 weeks into May, using a crane, talking to each other, moving things from one side of the park to the other, turning pieces around to find places for pieces that were for themselves, but also complemented each other in terms of material or concept.
But
And
don't forget, we've had, I think, about 25 new pieces this year, thanks to Stuart and as I said, the committee. And a lot of people don't realize they're coming from all over the country. And this is sort of, I think, our coming out party, really. This is really nice. We want to make this something that the community is really proud of and that they will use.
بشوف إلك ملموس وعيوني ضعف هلا you people have been the greatest sponsor an artist could ever hope for. And the audience that comes through here, the people from the little kids to guys and gals our age, the comments on the show have been worth everything in the world. I mean, you can't put a price on that, because if that many people in that range enjoy the same show, then something's really working. And the museum and the people here are incredible. It's just fabulous. If little kids like it, maybe there is a future left in keep it going. So anyway, that's great. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Elise. I'm the director of the Islands Museum of Art and Sculpture Park. And when I first came on board with the museum, we were currently showing the Steve Harold exhibit with such unique sculptures of farm equipment. We set up some exciting school tours with that, and then the de-installation of his with his closing, which had a huge attending from the community. Then we set up the Kurt Winter exhibit, which was very unique in that he's world-renowned for his sidewalk art, which is huge drawings that are 3D. The exhibit was unique in that it showed many of his works on a smaller scale in one room, and to do this he used some models that used viewers that put your eye in a perspective point so that you could really feel like you're there at his installations.
I'm hoping that these works will inspire people to just look at their own things differently, or maybe take new creative directions. My purpose in life, I would love to leave some beautiful works behind, but my purpose in life was really to inspire other people to do things.
Ann Wabert was an artist here on the San Juan Islands for 5 years and also a member of the exhibition committee for 3 years. The exhibit is a memorial to one of the finest painters on the West Coast, and her sketchbooks and studio artifacts are presented in a really wonderful manner at the museum. An outpouring of community admiration for the retrospective of her work has been wonderful. She's mastered such a broad range of mediums, including figures, portraits, landscapes, and abstracts, and it's a really rare opportunity to see the works that people have collected and have been let us borrow.
May other people join in their own manner of creative thought, whether it be writing or music or paint or wood or clay. It's all important to the world.
In the upcoming year, we have some amazing exhibits planned. The first in January is Donna Carr, who is an artist from Santa Monica, California, who is also an illustrator. She does life-size drawings of unique fantasy animals in just a surreal fantasy world. We have one that's 30 feet long and life-size going up in the museum. And it's going to be focused on the school groups coming in and should really make something good for the winter time that's so quiet here. And after that, we have Ernest H. Brooks II, who's an underwater professional photographer whose father started the Brooks Institute. He has contributed to the Cousteau Society, has received the Triton Award, and has been honored by the Smithsonian Institute, and is also exhibited at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. His exhibit, we're hoping to get involved with the labs and a lot of the other programming that's here on the island. It should be a wonderful exhibit.
IMA has been really generous in allowing us to have this wonderful research vehicle added to their website. And I just wanted to go through just showing you how this works. If somebody is researching the artist registry, they'll be able to link to the artist registry. The names of the artists will be on the left-hand side as artist friends of the museum. And then if they want to have more information on a particular artist, for example, let's see, Matthew Gray Palmer, and you can see here, you know, his website, contact information, and a short bio of what this artist does. So we're hoping that most artists here in San Juan County, we have quite a few here because it's a beautiful place to do art, right? That's why we came.
Absolutely.
They'll take part, become a friend of the museum, and just increase the beauty of our community.
I speak for the IMA Board of Directors and all of its advisors in thanking you in anticipation of your generous donation. We appreciate your consideration on our behalf and look forward to providing you with a myriad of beautiful and important cultural, artistic events in the future. Thank you.